everything just given. It doesn't seem, I don't know, I just don't
as
like
special.
it. Yeah, like Nicola just bought herself a new car and she was saying, I totally got that feeling that...
Like, I couldn't believe that was my car. And that's how you felt with
my
that,
car,
So.
I remember it happened to me. I bought my first new car, brand new car. No one else had driven before, and my dad said as we drove away, because he came with me, drove away, so he said, "Well done." He said, "That's the first brand new car in the Schofield family."
But you just feel so proud,
Really
like you've earned it, like you've worked for it. And
Yes.
Because you're all still only in your mid-20s.
Yeah.
Nicola, you're still only 21. You were 16 when... I didn't...
I don't know how I did it myself. I really don't.
And I was reading that at the time, old good friends of yours started to distance themselves from you because they felt that something
it's such a abnormal thing for like us to have gone through at the time. Such a massive deal. And you know, I was only really young. I had really young friends, young mentality, and it just happened, and it was really sad, but at the end of the day I realised that
Well, the trouble is also, for something like this, and it has been so hugely successful, whole career, even people who said, these people who sort of made famous off the telly, never going to work, so proved everybody wrong. But what you don't get is you don't really get media training. So you don't know what to expect and how to do it.
And there's no way, there's absolutely no way of preparing somebody either for the, because fame affects people totally differently. A lot of people, you know, can take it on their stride and just see it for what it is. And then other people, because, you know, especially us, you know, there's a lot of publicity around us from the start. So you can believe your own hype. And, you know, people are saying, you know, telling you you're beautiful one minute and you're ugly the next. So which do you believe? What's going on?
People don't, like, especially in the media, people don't seem to take on board that people are only 16 and you are quite delicate at that age, you know. You're like, you're going through your teenage years, it's probably the craziest years of your life where you don't quite know whether you're coming or going, who you are, what's going on, and people to be, you know, criticising you and stuff like that's pretty hard when you're that young.
It is very hard.
That's why it's a bit strange that they've brought 14-year-olds into the X Factor. I think it's going to be difficult for them to cope with
Simon did say, didn't he, on Saturday night.
Because where do you draw the line? Like, the girl was so talented, but at the same time she was only still really young.
And she'll be ready in a couple of years, you know, if she's got that talent now, once she's finished school and stuff and she makes that decision, then she'll be even better. So it's not like you're wasting an opportunity. It's just,
she probably feels now that it's the end of the world.
and
her chance
so I don't think it
is
should have ever have been up for the chance.
And talking about the, as you were saying, the press thing, there's this tabloid fodder that suddenly everyone's fascinated in you, they're writing as much as they can about you, they write everything about your love life, Nadine. I don't know, are we allowed to ask you, is it on or off? While we're here. Just tell me to shut up if you like.
That's birthday cake.
Okay.
Let's pass like the
fair enough. That's fair enough. But you see, we know too much, and we see you, Sarah, having a fantastic single girl about time life. I don't know how you were so gorgeous first thing in the morning.
I don't. You didn't see me this morning then.
I saw you with your sunglasses on. But you look pretty.
There you go.
Did you have a good late night last night?
No, I didn't actually. I'm just not a morning person, and I think people don't realise that when they see me out.
Sarah's really not an morning.
Not normal either, but.
But you have this stuff written about you, and then the papers like to pitch rows between you and others. And you've had all of that.
There's been a few recently, and I've got to say, I've never read so much.
About any, which one was it in particular?
A couple of people recently. There was one about Kate Moss, and then there was one about Posh Spice. And I think what they're looking for is the whole bitch fest.
The thing is, I totally get that journalists have a job to do as well, and it must be so hard to fill a tabloid newspaper every day if celebrities aren't doing anything. So they have to, you know,
but when they're putting it in quote marks as well, and people think that you've definitely said that.
Oh, I know.
And it really annoys me.
Cropping up.
Oh,
I've had that.
And then it gets into a completely new story, doesn't it?
It
Like in a
bleeds
different
one
context.
Suddenly ends up with a life of its own. How did this start? But what is true?
Seems to be the one that gets it
Yes,
every
you
time.
get it.
everything does
Yeah.
get distorted a lot. I just have to take it on the chin.
What we do know as fact is centrillions.
Yeah.
And that, I went to, I think we must have gone to see Harry Potter, and they ran a trail for Harry Potter for St. Trinian's during that.
I've seen that.
And it looks great fun.
I know, I think
It It looked great at the time. It looks really exciting, and there's some fantastic actors and actresses involved, so we're really excited.
Well, that's out, I think it's December, is that? Is it December?
I think we're really In the meantime, new single out today. Sexy.
You go and get yourself ready, girls.
Cake afterwards. You look fantastic.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. It's nice to see you. Thanks, girls. See you later.
They are gorgeous girls.